All right. Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday, October 25th. We have a very intriguing game tomorrow against the 1-5
Yeah.
1-5 Ravens, which I can't believe that those words are actually coming out of my mouth. It doesn't sound right. Uh, because I mean, the Ravens were 12-4 last year or
12
something
and
like that.
5. Yeah.
12-5. But before we actually get into that the NFL part, there was some really cool news that me and Michael that I found out last night that pertains to me and Michael. So we both went to Huntley High School, and our freshman football team went 9-0 for the first time in our coach's tenure as as head coach. And to put in perspective, each year that me and Michael were in high school, our freshman team went 8-1. So we
Yeah.
always lost at least one game. But this was the first time in our coach's tenure as the leading man that his team went 9-0, perfect record. And the team that they faced last night was also 8-0, and they won. Our team won 34-0. That is awesome. And I got to give the boys a round of applause for that. I mean, if I wish I was there for that, man. I
Same.
mean, I I miss being on the sidelines for those.
Hey, can we just give a round of applause for Coach Aney?
Yeah, let's give a round of
Let's
applause
give
for
a
Coach
round of applause for
Aney.
Coach
Give a
Aney.
round of applause for Coach
There we go.
Aney and his leadership style and everything that he does right. That is just congratulations, Coach. You deserve it.
We
And
do.
I in the future, if there's any way that I could be somehow a coach on your staff, I would do it in a heartbeat. Because man, you helped me love football, and you used me correctly, unlike the varsity coach that was there during our years of high school. I don't want to say his name because I don't want to call him out. But Coach Andy, please do not share this with that particular coach because he would not like me for what I said. But congratulations, you deserve it. And man, I wish I was on the sidelines for you with for that one. I mean, I've gone back to one game after I graduated from high school, and it was actually my freshman or sophomore year, and it was actually homecoming. I think it was my freshman year because I needed to get a haircut, and I don't trust anyone to cut my hair down here when I have a barber at home that I can just go to, and he
Yeah.
doesn't even need to ask me what I need to get done. He just knows. But that's all right. That's a little the barber part was a little off topic, but congratulations again, coach. You deserve it. I love you, and celebrate as much as you want this weekend. Although I will say this, I hope your Packers lose. I hope your Packers lose. I'm sorry, but
So do I. Sorry,
all
Coach.
right. Now let's get into the actual Bears part of this. So Lamar Jackson is actually likely out tomorrow, even after a full participation in practice. He actually only ran the scout team yesterday, and Tyler Huntley was elevated from the practice squad, and the line dropped from Ravens being favored by 6.5 to 3.5. That is huge because I mean, now part of me wants to have Lamar play so we could actually play a competent football team because I don't think that Tyler Huntley can really throw the ball. But at the same time, I want to win because we're on a 4-game winning streak, and um, playing Lamar Jackson, even at 75%, is still very dangerous. Um, I mean, so I thought actually that the script was flipped. I thought that the line went from 6.5 uh, in favor of the Ravens to 3.5 in favor of the Bears, but I checked that before we started, and it was just the line dropped, not it didn't flip. But hey, I mean, I
Hey,
have
we'll
to say
take
this.
it.
I have to say this. I love how many times the Bears have been underdogs this year because when you're underdogs, the teams that you play underestimate you, and
We've been underdogs every game besides the
the
Saints
Saints.
game. Like,
And yes, I mean the first two games were definitely warranted underdog
yeah,
lines, especially the Lions. But the first couple weeks for any new head coach never go well, and Ben Johnson has completely flipped the script
yeah.
since week 3, and we love you, Coach Johnson. I have to stop saying Ben Johnson. I have to start
It's
saying Coach
coach.
Johnson.
It's just coach. I just call him coach.
I mean, I still am fathomed by the fact that he is our coach. I am ecstatically happy that he is, but it doesn't feel real.
Yeah.
I
It feels like we're kind of living in my little fantasy world, you know?
because no, like in our 100 and 105
Yeah.
or 105 years of being a franchise, no like top tier head coach has ever been the head coach for the Bears. Like uh for example, um they one time when they were looking for a head coach, they had Bruce Arians, a Super Bowl champion, uh, in for an interview, and decided to hire Mark Trestman, or
It's
some
terrible.
crazy,
Terrible.
crazy idea like that. And the reason that they didn't hire Mark or Bruce Arians was because he didn't want to do a mock interview before being hired. Which I mean, I will admit, I completely understand because you are a Super Bowl winning head coach. You don't need to do that to
Yeah.
to to prove to the owners that you deserve to be a head coach. I mean, but you go from a Super Bowl the possibility of a Super Bowl winning head coach to hiring someone from the Canadian Football League. I mean, that just that just shows that he was doomed to fail because if you're running a team on the Canadian Football League, you have no connections with anyone in the NFL circle for staff building. So that just is terrible. I mean, how many games did he win? Like 4?
Not many.
Not many. We don't know the actual answer on
Yeah.
that. But and honestly, I don't even want to know the actual answer because
Yeah,
it
I
doesn't
don't either.
doesn't even it's not even worth it. So I mean, what are your thoughts on this? On the dropping of this line and the fact that we're gonna probably face the Ravens without Lamar.
Yeah, I mean, so we did our video yesterday. The Bears were plus 6.5. Like,
Hmm.
and I took the line. I believed in the Bears. I think honestly the Bears are we're gonna cover that, possibly even win. Like that's what I think. Even
I
if they had Lamar Jackson. Like I honestly I think this team is just so hot right now that we're riding this wave up until we play another divisional game.
Yeah, I took I took the points and I also locked the over on the points. So
Which which something you locked the over at 49.5. The points only dropped to 47.5. It only dropped 2
46,
points.
46 and a half actually.
On Novig it says 47. I'm looking
Uh,
right now.
oh, I thought it
So the
said
spread
46.
dropped by 3 points. The totals only dropped 2 points.
Hmm.
So I still like your lock. I didn't lock the Bears because you
But
don't
you
lock an
but you
underdog.
also you also did lock a very good respected football team.
Yeah.
So, and speaking of lines and stuff, I'm actually gonna talk about a line that I have. So it's another one that's just for the Bears. So I took the I took the over on yards for Caleb at 222.5. I took the over on um, DJ Moore to score a touchdown. I took the over on Loveland to get a touchdown or a half a touchdown. So he just needs one. And I took the over on Rome to get a touchdown. And since I did take the over on 3 passing touchdowns, I took the over on Caleb to get over 1.5 touchdowns.
Okay.
This isn't for money. It's for on Novig they give you money or coins, and I'm out of money, so I'm using the coins. So I paid 100 coins. If I win, I could get 6,666 coins to use.
There we go.
But if I lose, I only lose 100 coins. So I still got 5,500 coins to use for bets in the future.
Yeah.
And just so everyone knows, I am not much of a bettor. I'm just trying to get used to this stuff. I don't I've never done like a huge bet. Like I don't if I have bet before, I've bet like $5 on things or something like that.
Yeah.
If I get better at it, maybe I'll increase my betting odds in the future, but I'm not gonna do that for a while. So on to the next topic. The Bears are missing 3 important players tomorrow, and those 3 players are Cole Kmet, Roshan Johnson, Kyler Gordon, and Tyreek Stevenson. Oh no, that is 4. Oh crap,
Or
I forgot to. Uh,
it's all right.
so that should be 3. That should be 4. I don't want to edit this and then change it, but I I'm gonna.
Well, you said Roshan. I wouldn't say he's
Okay, then
big
yeah.
important
So
guy.
so yeah. So technically 3. So so that is right. But, but I mean, if Tyler Huntley plays tomorrow, I mean, I don't necessarily think it's that big of a deal to have our backup corners playing, because I mean Tyler Huntley can't really throw the ball.
Yeah, it's just missing Stevenson and Gordon. Like they've been playing good. Like
Mm-hmm. I
Kyler Gordon
agree.
played good last week. Stevenson's been a
Great.
steady good corner for us, which is nice to say after what happened last
Yeah.
year.
Yep.
So
Don't want to say what happened, but everyone knows.
after we were 4-2, something happened, and yeah,
And since you just mentioned 4-2, let me just go into this. This year's 4-2 feels completely different than
yeah.
last year's 4-2. I mean, we're consistently putting up points. You know, we're getting better on defense. I mean, last year when we were 4-2, I feel like we lucked into every one of those wins. I
Mhm.
mean, and I mean, I can't say that we didn't luck into at least
Yeah. I mean,
2 of our.
to be
Uh,
fair, the Raiders one was a block kick, but that's been happening all year.
yes, it has.
They switched something. I don't know what they switched, but that's been happening all year. The the field goal that we had against Commanders, that's just great last second drive.
Yeah, great clock management,
Yeah.
which we did not have last year at all.
Besides the Packers game, last game of the year, we did good.
Well, that was when Eberflus was gone, so
Yeah.
that
But
I
yeah, I
mean,
mean This just feels like a completely different team. Like this actually feels like we have a winning record type of team. I wouldn't say I wouldn't say we're not going to go undefeated the rest of the season. I mean, we still got to play the Packers twice. We still got
Yeah,
to play the
we're not
Lions
going to go
again.
undefeated, but
Like
I think
this is a positive record team. This could be a 9-8 team. You know,
you know what? I'm going to one up you. I think 10 is possible.
10
I
is possible. This is it's very possible. Like if we win this game, I could see us getting 10 to even 12 wins. Like you could ride that go like keep that going.
Yeah, I
Just
mean,
because
well,
I think we'll split with the Packers. I think we still split with the Vikings.
mhm,
So
because honestly,
that's a win coming up.
even if or even when uh McCarthy comes back, it's probably next week.
Yeah,
Or well, yeah, no, next week. Um,
next week.
um, he's still gonna be rusty because again, we've mentioned it multiple times throughout our time on the podcast. In college, never threw over 3,000 yards. Uh, he was in a run dominant team with Michigan. Now he's with a pass dominant team in Kevin O'Connell and the Vikings. Man, I've got to say it. I do, and you alluded to this too, but or you kind of counteracted my point here, but I don't think that McCarthy is going to be the answer for the Vikings. I know that is essentially his rookie year,
Yeah,
but you win the first game on a miraculous fourth quarter comeback. You injure your ankle in the middle of week 2, and you've been out for 6 weeks. I mean, there is a possibility that even when we play the Vikings, that McCarthy's still going to be rusty because he's still technically learning Kevin O'Connell's offense. Because he didn't practice at all last year.
yeah.
Um, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how the next couple of years go for him because you said that when you're in a new system, you got to give him
You
2 to
got
3 years.
you got to give them at least a year under the system while they're playing. Like you got to give them time
Well,
to
then
play.
the question is, can McCarthy stay healthy?
Yeah, that's the whole question. Like he has to have a full 17 games under his belt in the system. That's my thing. Like that's the same I have with Caleb right now. He still needs he still has to do a little things to get more passing yards in his belt and passing touchdowns. Like we still gotta learn,
Mm-hmm.
not learn, but like fix some of his mistakes. Like not throwing the ball away when he needs to, not taking bad sacks, which he hasn't taken that many. I think he took 2 bad sacks this year.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure last year it was
It
that bad sack number was at least
it
20
was
to 30.
it was 2 a game.
Yeah, I mean it
So
was bad. It was bad.
yeah,
So next is more of a little fun topic. So Sunday is National Tight Ends Day, and and that is why that I bet for Colson Loveland to get a touchdown because first of all, Cole Kmet's out, so Loveland is going to be the number 1 tight end. So this week we'll actually get to see why hopefully we drafted him 10th overall.
yeah,
Now I'm going to say this, Caleb, you got to go to your tight end more often. You got to go to your tight end more often. I know that you don't. I know that you didn't throw him to them in college, and you haven't really thrown to them in the NFL either. But that doesn't matter. Whoever is open should get a chance. And tight ends are open a lot in the red zone. On third downs also. I mean, there's so many things that you can uh, you can do to get your tight end involved more. And important snippet here. I know that we've already talked about this, but it's actually confirmed. Lamar Jackson will miss his third straight game Sunday due to his hamstring issue, and Tyler Huntley is set to start versus the Bears. And Michael, I alluded to this. I alluded to this. Early in the week, I said even though Lamar's practicing, there is a total chance that they're just getting him ready to 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 play on Thursday. Because when
Yeah.
you have a short week, you can only practice on Tuesday and Wednesday. So you know what? The Bears are going to win on Sunday. The Bears
Bears
are going to win.
Bears are gonna win by a last second field goal. I'm calling it again. I feel like that's a safe option every time. You know?
But then the
It's
spread wouldn't
happening.
be covered.
No, I know. Yeah, it would for the Bears.
Oh wait, because you only have to win by +3. So
Yeah.
I
So
guess. But my lock wouldn't. Oh, that
it
sucks.
could, you never know.
Um. So I mean, so back to National Tight Ends Day. National Tight Ends Day. Every
Hold
tight
up.
end just.
Live news. Bet the spread has switched to -1.5 for the Ravens. It just switched.
Okay, so actually, if they win by a
Lamar
field
is
goal, my
out.
lock would hit.
And the over under total is 44.5.
Oh yes. So I took the over on points. So if Tyler Huntley can somehow score the the Ravens like 10 points and we could score 30, because every game this year the
They've
Bears have
scored
scored
21
over
plus.
21 points. And with now the Ravens are getting some guys back on defense, but they're still not going to be probably 100% after missing certain games. So we're playing a quite depleted um Ravens team, and this is this is awesome live news, man. Awesome
Yeah,
live news.
I just had Novig up, and I just saw the spread go down. And I was like, whoa, hold up.
So I mean, but back to the topic. So National Tight Ends Day, every tight end just often goes off on National Tight Ends Day. It's crazy. Like George Kittle always goes off on National Tight Ends Day. I hope that he does, because he had a dud last week. But it was his first game back after an injury, so I
Yeah,
understand. But National Tight Ends Day is like his breakout game every year. It happens. Like a couple years ago, I think he had like 150 and 2 touchdowns on National Tight Ends
I
Day.
think he had. I thought it was the 3 touchdown game. He had one with 3 touchdowns as well.
Was that National Tight Ends Day?
Yeah,
Then that's the game. That's the game I was
where he
thinking
had
of.
it all in like the first half.
That's the game I was thinking of. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. And my dad actually had him in fantasy that year, and
it's crazy.
and I I don't remember this. I don't remember this off the top of my head, but I think there is a possibility that my dad actually benched him that day. I'm not sure, and if I'm calling out my
Crazy
dad,
bench.
I'm sorry. My dad might not remember that either, because that was like 3 or 4 years ago. But George Kittle always has a great day on National Tight Ends Day. And last Sunday, it was declared that uh, or no 2 weeks ago, it was declared that it was going to be National Running Backs Day or something. I don't know why that was declared, but
Yeah,
the 49ers versus Falcons Sunday Night Football game, they declared that the 2 weeks ago. So October 12th would have been the National Running Backs Day. I don't know why that they're turning that into a thing, but they are.
I
So
don't know, but I will say this: last year, National Tight Ends Day is when Mark Andrews started his tight end streak, where he scored a touchdown every game.
ooh,
So that's
all right,
also a thing
to look
to look
out
out
for
for.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
But I mean, we've got good linebackers that could keep
yeah,
up with Mark Andrews, because Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews, even though he's a great tight end, he's old and he's slow. So
Yep.
there's that. So I mean, what do we want to see? I mean, I want to see Caleb get over 222 passing yards. I'd love to see him get like maybe 250, 275, something like that, if that's possible. Because I think he needs to get back on track a little bit, and I mean, I'm not saying that he's doing bad. I think he's doing pretty good. But to only get a $175 and an interception against the Saints, you need a pad stat game a
Yeah.
little bit. And I mean, I'd love to see I'd love to see Loveland get his first touchdown. I mean, it does. I mean, it. Look, I I did. I'm not gonna get mad if it's not tomorrow for National Tight Ends Day, but you got to get Loveland a touchdown eventually.
Yeah.
I mean, you drafted him 10th overall. That means that you think that he's going to be a difference maker, and he has been a difference maker in the blocking game. I will say that,
Yeah.
but in the receiving game, I haven't seen him, pop out yet. I
Well,
mean,
he has a couple OPIs called on him that are questionable, so
yeah,
that got him yards.
I was at the Saints game and I saw the replay on the jumbotron of the offensive pass interference that was called on him.
Yeah. Stupid.
The Saints player fell over,
Yeah, it was
and
stupid.
the officiating crew for that game was terrible because they always call useless penalties on the home team. I read that before our pregame podcast with Jack. Um, but but
And then he also had one 2 weeks ago when he caught like I think it was like it was a first down and they called him back.
no refs are ever in favor of the
It's
Bears.
stupid.
It it
It's dumb. We get the opposite treatment of the Chiefs.
Yeah, we get the shaft as
Yeah.
what people say. Um, I'd love to see Rome get a touchdown to. I need to see this might not happen against the Ravens, but I need to see a a a game where DJ is the primary target because like it scares me what he's doing. Like he's not
Yeah.
contributing as much, or well, he's contributing a little bit, but like I mean, 2 years ago he was a 1,000-yard receiver, and now he's not. It's a little scary.
Yeah, it is getting scary for him. Like it's making me worried like we're gonna trade him.
Look, I want to
Like
talk about that.
it's something like that. Like I'm getting like worried like we're gonna trade him and then you know our wide receivers will be Rome, like clear cut one, then Burden.
Yeah, I want to
That's
talk
what's
about
getting
that
me
though.
worried.
I want to talk about that though. I want to talk about that real quick.
Yeah.
If that happens, have the trade happen after the season.
Yes. Yes.
I'm okay if it happens after the season, but not now. Not now. Like let DJ kind of groom uh Luther a little bit more for the wide receiver 2 role. Because
Yeah.
right now I would say that DJ is in that wide receiver 2 role because he's got 1 touchdown and Rome has 5. So, there's not a lot of um there's not a lot of discussion for DJ being in the wide receiver 1 role. But the thing is,
It's like
okay,
DJ has to do what like Keenan did to Rome, you know?
yeah. I'll say this though. I'll say this. If there is a possibility of the Giants calling the Bears asking about DJ in a couple weeks and they say we'll give you a second and a third, or a
Yeah.
second or a third, then I may listen to it. I may
I,
listen.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I hate to cut you off, but if we're not getting like a high tier second round pick, you know, or maybe even a low end first from like a Super Bowl contender type of team, like say like the Chiefs call us or something. You never know.
It's not going to happen, but
Yeah,
sure.
but you never know. Like if they want to go in all in, like the Bills, they want to go all in for a Super Bowl this year.
Sure.
They trade us a first. Yeah, you take it. Unfortunately, but you take it. You take that first round pick.
Yeah, no. So I went into pretty depth on pretty deep into detail what I want to see. What do you want to see against the Ravens, Michael?
Yeah, I want to see the running back game or like the running game still go. I don't want,
Mhm.
I, but I don't want to see only a running game like we have the last two games.
Sure, sure.
Like
Under
I want to see like our running backs combined for like 150 yards. You know, maybe a
touchdown,
touchdown, and
but
then
you want to see two passing
I
touchdowns.
want to see two passing touchdowns. I want to see Rome get in there. I want to see Loveland get in there. I would honestly, I wouldn't mind if DJ got in there. Like I want to see like that passing game we saw against the Cowboys.
Fair. I think
Like
that's very fair.
that's what I want. Or first half against the Lions. Like that passing game was decent. First
Hmm.
half, not the second half. We don't
Not
talk
the
about
second
that
half.
part.
Our brains don't even comprehend the second half
Yeah,
of the Lions game.
and then I'm gonna go in on defense. I want to see our defense still step up to the occasion. Like I know it's Tyler Huntley playing, but we have. I want to see. We don't have to, but I want to see another four plus turnover game. I want
Hmm.
to see Dennis Allen just get another game ball. Give him another game ball. I want to see that. Give
That
me
was
another
cool.
game ball from Dennis Allen. I
That was
want to,
cool.
because he's on Dennis Allen is on a mission now. After getting cut from the Saints, or yeah, getting
Fired
dropped,
from the Saints.
fired, whatever, same thing. Fired from the Saints, from being a head coach. He had his little speech, which was great speech by the way.
That was an
He
awesome speech.
he wants to be here. Him and Ben Johnson want to be here. So
And
I want to see another game ball
and a
from Dennis Allen.
very important snippet with that. My my take on Ben Johnson and Dennis Allen, they are gonna be here for a long time.
Oh yeah,
Because for my in my personal opinion, Ben Johnson is finally the right answer. And I mean, I can't think of a coach that has gotten three chances to be a head coach. Like, but the thing is for me, Dennis Allen was a head coach for not great options. Like my the only possible way I could think of um uh, Dennis Allen getting another shot at a head coach opportunity is if um, uh, we win the Super Bowl. Like if we win the Super
yeah.
Bowl and there's a team that is like so desperate for a defensive head coach and um, and Dennis Allen is the best one on the market, knock yourself out, but also be prepared to cut him loose after 2 years,
I
depending on
honestly,
who.
I don't even think like us winning the Super Bowl would do it. Us winning the NFC North would do it. Like if we won the NFC North, like then I could see a team wanting to go get Dennis Allen.
But
Like that,
also, the thing for
that's the thing.
me, the thing for me on that is how many defensive head coaches are there in the league right now?
Um, would you? Is Tomlin technically one? Mike Tomlin? He's kind of like a both. Like
I would
he
say
just
that he's
always,
both.
yeah, he always just has good defenses. And I mean, there's not much. I mean, the only one
So
I can remember
okay,
that like was successful was Bill Belichick.
so there's Vrabel because he used defense.
Yeah.
There's uh, Todd Bowles, even though I don't think that he's very successful, I think his success is off of Baker. There's oh god, is that it? Is
Yeah, I
that
think.
it? I think that might be it. If that's not it, there's like one or two more that I can't think of. Let me look that up.
Yeah,
How
I'm looking
many?
it up right now. Brian Flores.
No, he's
He's not
DC'd
on.
for
Yeah, he's DC. There's no. Who are, they're saying Jim Harbaugh is a defensive minded.
I thought that he was special teams before he was a head coach.
Yeah, that's. They're saying Mike Tomlin and Jim Harbaugh.
I
Uh,
wouldn't qualify Jim Harbaugh as a defensive minded
yeah, I
coach.
mean, D'Amico Ryan,
You mean, there's one I wouldn't think of.
Sean McDermott,
There's another one. So four,
uh, Dan Quinn,
5,
Raheem Morris,
6,
and Jonathan Glennon, Cardinals.
7. So 25 of the NFL's head coaches are offensive mind.
Dan Campbell is technically one.
Really?
Ta-
He was
ta-
tight ends coach.
yeah, but just I think he. I don't
So
know. I
24,
think he is one.
24. So a third of the league is defensive minded, but that means 2/3 of the league is offensive minded.
Yeah,
But there are some very intriguing options out there for defensive minded head coaches that I think could get a real good look this year. A name that I think teams are going to consider is, despite him only having 1 year of NFL experience, I think Jesse Minter gets a real good look
yeah,
uh, for 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 um for head coaching jobs this year. I don't necessarily think it's going to be the Titans, but I think that it could be, you know, someone that hasn't been fired yet, a team that hasn't fired their head coach yet.
yeah.
Um,
Now that you mentioned the Titans, I think the Titans go after an offensive coach.
who do you think? Who do you,
I, I'm
before
gonna
we
be
go to
honest.
our last topic?
I
Who
don't
do you
know
think?
coaches like that, but all I know is that they're probably gonna go for an offensive minded coach. I have no idea who it's gonna be,
Mm-hmm.
but I would assume it's not bad to go off of Andy Reid's staff.
Well, it's not bad, but the thing
Thing
is,
is, it's Matt Nagy.
well, it's that's a thing, but also the other thing with it is, if you go off of Andy Reid's staff and you get one of his offensive, let's just say it's Matt Nagy,
Yeah,
because honestly, that's probably the only best option. The problem is, Andy Reid has a rule: if you are hired for a head coach job off of his staff, you cannot take any of his coaches with you,
okay.
which is, for me, is one reason why I think that there's a possibility that why Matt Nagy failed. I
Yeah.
think that I think it's not the contributing factor, but it is a factor in it. I will
Wait,
say.
he didn't fail his first year. Every other year he did.
Okay, yes, he didn't fail his first year, but that was because no one knew how to stop his offense,
Yeah,
because
that was
because
because Khalil Mack,
Andy
but
Andy Reid Andy Reid is the one that calls the plays in KC,
yeah,
you know, even though he has an offensive coordinator, and everything like that. So for our final topic before we end off today, so we finally got to the origin story behind Ben Johnson's "Good, Better, Best" battle cry, and I have the story pulled up here. Why it where it came from. So the story is, when Ben Johnson was quarterback for AC Reynolds in Ash, Asheville, North Carolina. It was something the football team did after every game, constantly pushing players to improve. And so I mean, it's no wonder why he I went, kind of adopted the battle cry to uh, to keep the guys motivated to get better. I mean, of course, there's not the Bears aren't a high school football team, um, but this chant, just is like so motivating after every win. You listen to the players that get game balls after hearing the speech or after the games, and they're like, enjoy the win right now, enjoy the win tomorrow, but on Tuesday when we get back to practice, we're back to 0-0.
Yeah.
We got to go 1-0 this week. We got to go. No one, no one in the locker room said that ever last year. So thank you, Ben Johnson, for adopting this battle cry, and honestly, every game that I get to hear one of your game day speeches just reminds me of when I would say game day speeches after a win. I mean, yours are better, but I,
I don't know. You're up there. You're up there, dog.
I'm not I'm not NFL level, but I'm a motivating guy. So,
Yeah.
but what are your thoughts on the origin story behind his battle cry?
Yeah, I love this. This is like this gives me like every time we get a win, I get more hyped because I'm like,
Gives me
I want to,
gives me
I want to,
chills when we watch his
yeah,
speeches.
I want to see the speech. I'm ready, and I do like what you said with the players. The players like they just love this, and then he has this like whole mindset switched with them where yeah, you got your win, but now we're back to 0-0. Like we're back. We got to get another win.
It's a clean
Like
slate every week.
yeah, clean slate every week. And it seems like Ben Johnson's put that in with all the coaches too, where they know it's a clean slate every game. And
Hmm.
we haven't had that. We haven't had that in a while or ever.
I
So
mean,
this is
maybe
great. I love Ben
the
Johnson.
closest the closest person that I could probably say to Ben Johnson in terms of winning, uh, Mike Ditka. That,
Yeah,
but that was 40 years ago. So
yeah,
and I mean, we're not. It didn't take as long as the Cubs to finally get the coach right and rebuild, but it still took a very very long time.
yeah.
So everyone, tomorrow we are gonna win. We're playing a backup quarterback that can't
Score.
sling the
Wait,
ball.
we've got to do score predictions.
Oh, um, oh God, oh God, you know I. Oh my God, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. So the under isn't gonna the under is gonna hit for this, which would screw up my lock, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. 28-10. 28-10.
Damn, you think 10? Okay, I like that. I do like that. I'm gonna do some. I think we score in the 30s.
Well, a lot
I
of their
have
defense is coming back from injuries, so I
yeah.
mean they
I think they're
they're
all
gonna
gonna
be
be rusty.
that was my point. Like, they're
Yeah,
coming back from injury, yes, and they're gonna play, but they're gonna play rusty because everyone that comes back from an injury has a very a a in the middle type of game when they first come back. So
yeah. But I think we scored 31, and I think the Ravens scored 21.
so
No, 24.
with
31,
your
24.
prediction, my lock would hit. I want my lock to hit, but I'm also I just Tyler Huntley. He's not a dangerous ball thrower. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, how many? Okay, I'm gonna look up the yards that he's had the last couple of games to um to confirm this. Um, Search.
I got it. So to game stats.
I mean, okay, stats. Tyler Huntley, in this, wait a minute, what the, game logs. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
last week he only had 68 passing yards and had game log and had 39 rushing yards, and they only scored. How many did they score last week?
uh,
It wasn't a
I,
lot.
I don't know, but I'm looking at his game log from 2023 when I knew he played a decent amount, but
Uh-huh.
he had in the 3 games he played. Oh wait, no, he played in 1 game. He went 15 for 28 with 148 yards
See,
with 1 touchdown. And he
that's
took
not
4 sacks.
that's not that dangerous. I mean,
No,
even with our three corners down, that doesn't seem that dangerous.
no, but
So, I mean, I want my over to hit, but I already gave my score prediction, so I
yeah,
can't change it. That's a rule that I have. If I say something, I have to stick to it.
yep.
So, everyone, that is going to be our video for today. We will be back Monday for uh, hopefully a fifth uh, 5-game winning streak video.
And a
A
victory speech from Ben
speech.
Johnson.
But we hope you enjoyed today. Sorry it was super long, but we kind of went. We kind of
We
had
went
to
a little
jump.
off track.
We had to, we had to jump around for topics because of Lamar Jackson being out, and we kind of lost track where we were talking. So,
Yeah,
hope
and
you enjoyed
Coach
today.
Haney, congrats on
Yep,
9-0.
congrats, Amy again. Love you to death. Miss you, and we'll talk again soon. But enjoy the win because I don't want you to win tomorrow. I'm sorry. But when you're a Packer fan and I'm a Bears fan, I gotta side with my Bears.
Yep.
So enjoy football Sunday, everybody.
Later.
Later.